Hi, it's Chris. In today's video, we're going to be comparing manufacturer's made inlet valve compared to an aftermarket inlet valve. You're having some problem with your washer and you're thinking about fixing it yourself? Well, there's absolutely no reason why you can't. In repairing an appliance, 80% of the repairs require a part. So your biggest consideration is going to be what part do I need and the quality of the part. Inlet valves are a very common part to be replaced on a washer. So in talking about our inlet valves, we have a manufacturer's and we have an aftermarket. And in picking the two of them up, first thing I noticed was the coils. If I look at the manufacturer's, the coil is solid, well mounted, no movement in it at all. If I look at the aftermarket coils, they're loose. I can wiggle them. That loose coil is going to chatter, it's going to hum, it's going to buzz. It will eventually get to the point where it's going to affect the operation. The coil's either not going to open the valve or it's not going to allow the valve to close. So the second thing I noticed in looking at the two valves is the mounting bracket on the aftermarket part. It's loose. That's going to give you some noise, it's going to give you vibration, which means you're going to have to take it apart again to resolve that. So to me, that just kind of speaks to the quality control of the part. So the third and most important thing that I noticed in comparing these two valves is the inlet screens. Looking at the manufacturers, the inlet screen is very fine. It's going to do a great job of protecting the valve. Now the aftermarket has screens as well, but the holes in them are larger, and that's going to create a potential problem. So what's going to happen is basically a little piece of debris is going to make its way past the filter and stop the plunger from closing. That will give you water entering your machine in a trickle or drops, and that water will continue to fill the tub, causing an overflow whether the machine is turned off or unplugged from the wall. So looking at these two valves, they look identical on the surface. But when you get looking closely at them, you can see there's some obvious differences. So for me, as an appliance technician, those differences are important, and I would never install anything except the manufacturer's built part.